Child, as you can tell, I have had a day. I am in my comfies and I have just been behind the scenes building so much. So I had the intentions of releasing a specific type of video, and everything really just grew from there. Um, if you have watched my video on one video, one community, one flow, then you know that the idea is that we are creating YouTube videos that can also fuel our communities, right? And so I'm working on this video and I'm like, I gave the goods. I probably spent like 2 hours just verbally processing the entire process that I'm going to be teaching inside of Chatboo. And then taking that, and then I'm like, okay, so we need a spreadsheet for it. And then I'm going through and I'm like, okay, but we could like have these resources for the members. And it just started to grow and grow and grow and grow. And so I just want to say that this really isn't even about perfectionism. I genuinely wish people in my industry cared more about the onboarding experience, the general experience when people come into their spaces, as they do about dropping a branded banner for their new program. Not saying that it's bad to have a branded banner for your program, but for me, what I've always cared more about is what is the experience for those that do come into my space. When you come into my community, whether you're coming in for free or whether you're coming in at the premium level, I want to rest knowing that I did what I could to make sure that you are having a red carpet experience. That from the moment that you check out, you know what to do, you know where to go when you come into the community, you know what things are, you know where to find things. Like all of that. I rarely see people put that level of intentionality into their spaces. They put more intentionality into getting people into the door, and then we walk through the door and it's like slop. Nonetheless, today's work, not glamorous, okay? Not glamorous. And it's okay because what I'm doing is I'm building a solid as fuck foundation. This is not just throwing some shit together and being like, here you go. There's a lot of intentionality behind this. And I think that when we have the conversation about consistency, like the consistency isn't just posting. The consistency is also in how you show up for yourself, how you show up for your community members, your consistency and how you create experiences for your clients and your customers, right? Sometimes consistency is literally just building the foundations. So today, I chose not to rush something just to say that it was done. Again, this is not perfectionism, although I am a Virgo, okay? But nobody's ever upset with Beyonce for doing what she needs to do to make sure that at each and every concert is an experience that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. So I have no problems honoring that type of energy for my community spaces, my community members. And even with what I'm doing now, yes, there will be the moment where I'm like, this is good enough. And then there will come a time in the future where I can then come back and say, we can make this even better. This is why I don't have a lot of products. I have never been one of those coaches that, I had this big suite full of courses and this and that, because my thing has always been, let me come back to what I've already created. How can we make it better? How can we enhance it? Right? No shade to those who have like the big suite of like products and things that they have. But I also do notice that there's a level of repetition when there is so many of them that you start to kind of notice, like, okay, you're teaching the same thing over here that you taught over here and you taught it over here. And you really could have just took this one thing and made it better. And then at least the people who already purchased it, like They're excited. They probably want to go tell their fucking biz besties about it or whatever. But instead, I don't even know if I want to go down this rabbit hole about people and like money. But nonetheless, that's always been my thing. So yes, I am in the phase where I am creating more resources, not just like courses, but resources, things to make things easier for you so that you don't have to be like me and spend all day trying to create a video and a spreadsheet and all of these things, because again, that's what I do as a line 3 in human design. Like, I'm going to test, I'm going to try, and I'm going to find the ways, and then I'm going to bring it to you so that it is easier for you to implement. So if you are also like locked in, you're doing what you need to do, you're building quietly, like you are not behind in any kind of way. Don't let anybody on the internet make you feel like you are behind, you're not doing enough, this, and that. All I want to say is just make sure that you're still doing what you say that you are going to do, and that you don't start breaking that trust with yourself. And this is why, like, for me, it's a matter of just post one YouTube video a day. It doesn't have to be a specific video, a specific type, whatever. It's just we're going to do one video. So I'm honoring myself. Today is day 19 of 100 videos in 100 days. So I'm really proud of myself for really sticking this through. I thought I was gonna have some days I wasn't gonna be here. I thought there was gonna be some days I wasn't gonna be here, y'all. But we made it, and it's a great feeling when I know that that's really all that I have committed myself to. I didn't overload myself, try to stuff myself with like all of these like you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do this. Like no, I just need because I know what it takes. So I'm gonna do my one YouTube video a day because behind the scenes, I am building essentially like a new body of work with my community, with the magnetic visibility circle, with the rebrand that we kind of have, the rebrand for Quiana LaChé as a whole, and that translating into the community. How can I make it better? How can I make it more useful for people? How can I help people achieve results faster, get to their goals faster, help people get started faster, like all of the things. I am building a solid body of work behind the scenes, and nobody other than my husband sees the amount of work, energy, effort, love, care, attentionality that I am putting into that. And so, again, because I know this, the only thing that I am committing myself to is my one YouTube video a day because I know that these videos are going to compound over time. Not, okay, well, I need to make sure that I post a YouTube video and then I need to post a reel and then I need to make sure that I send an email, but I also need to make sure I do a Facebook post and then I need to go into like 3 groups and I need to comment on some people's posts in those 3 groups so that they'll notice me and want to like be my friend and then hopefully see my like no. Oh, girl, tired. That makes me so tired just thinking about it, honey. No, just let me do my one YouTube video a week because I know that that's going to be the most powerful piece of content that I can create anyways. So, with that being said, let me ask you, have you set unrealistic expectations for yourself? Are you overloading yourself? What is if you could maybe shift it and it felt better, what is the least that you can do, but the most powerful at the same time? So, again, like I said, I know YouTube is going to be more powerful for me than posting on Facebook, than posting on Instagram, sending an email. Like, I already know this. So, to not overload myself, what's the most powerful thing that I can do? And let me just do that. All in all, y'all, I'm really proud of the work that I did today. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I cannot wait for you to see the video that I'm working on. The resources that I create, they're going to be inside of the magnetic visibility circle. And I'm actually working on like a free mini course for y'all. So you're going to want to be up in there. Actually, if you're not in my free community, first of all, why? Like, why? Get in there. Like, you hear me talking about this like every day. Like, the thing is, things are growing. I'm making more resources, tools, all of the things. So, Get in there, and then also make sure that you sign up for the premium upgrade. It's only $7 a month. It's $7 a month. So that's gonna unlock a lot more resources for you. It's so dope. Um, Actually, if you go into the community, you can kind of see, at least as of now, the things that you'll have access to as a premium member, as well as like our group calls. So get your butt in there. Also, if you've been enjoying my series of just like we're posting every day on YouTube, support your girl, subscribe to my channel. Okay. It makes me feel good about myself. And I'm gonna see you when this next video drops. Actually, homework for you. Yes, I'm giving out homework. I'm giving out homework, honey. If you have not watched the video about one video, one community, one flow, I want you to go ahead and watch this video next so that you have a clear understanding of what it is that we are building and what I'm going to help you do inside of the magnetic visibility circle. I'll see you over there.